What's up, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking low carb diets, specifically the ketogenic diet, which involves eating basically no carbs.
Oh my god, I'm struggling. I need something.
In case you haven't heard of the keto or ketogenic diet, this is a very low carb, relatively low protein, and high fat diet. To give you an idea of how different this is for me, I'm gonna throw up some screenshots from my phone from a typical day of eating before keto and a typical day of eating from this past week. See that section? That is all the fat I'm eating. By reducing your carb and protein intake, your body is able to enter a metabolic state called ketosis. When this happens, your body is able to shift from burning mostly carbs for energy to instead burning fat. Over the past couple months, I've had a lot of requests to do this video, which if you are one of those people, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button right now. While I'd originally planned to just throw a bunch of science your way, I get that science doesn't resonate with everybody, and I get that seeing can be believing. And that is why I'm trying the keto diet.
Day one of trying this keto diet. I am currently on Pinterest. I am looking for recipes that look tasty, doable, and will actually fit my macros because I realized keto is literally a no carb diet. This actually looks pretty good. Keto egg roll in a bowl. Oh, they know I'm in Toronto. Here's the game plan for meal one of the day. Broccoli coleslaw. I've got zucchini noodles, which I actually have to use up. Prime ribs, so high fat meat, but also high protein. This guy knows that I'm on day one of keto. Look what he leaves out. A pot of white rice. I can't have one kernel.
So if you're wondering why I could not have a single kernel of rice, glucose, the broken down form of carbs, is your body's preferred source of energy. And when present, your body will choose glucose over any other form of energy, meaning that when we eat carbs, our body stops burning fat for fuel. Now, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. Just because you stop eating carbs doesn't mean you're gonna enter ketosis immediately. Basically, your body is smart. It has a rainy day fund and it stores carbohydrates for later use in your liver and in your muscles. So just because you stop eating carbohydrates, your body still has to burn through those stored carbs in your liver and in your muscles before you're ready to enter ketosis. So while I could have a little bit of rice, or while I could make one of those fancier Pinterest recipes with all the vegetables, veggies have carbs too, this is my day one. My carbohydrate stores are still pretty high, and so this would just delay my transition into ketosis.
Day two of the keto diet. I am just walking to the grocery store now so that I have a bit more selection, a bit more keto-friendly food in my house. In case you are wondering, I do indeed have an old person cart. It was probably one of the best investments we've made since moving down here. Yes! Guys, this is incredible. Jeffrey is getting gluten right now. Your girl ain't even tempted. In my mind, at this point, on day two of the keto lifestyle, it's like a yes or no switch in my mind, and that is a no right now. All right, guys, just got home from a long walk. My step counter is at like 20,000 right now, and may or may not have snacked on a bunch of coconut oil and peanut butter flour. So this is called an egg roll salad. I don't think I did it right. I think I screwed up the recipe.
So, if you're wondering why I'm eating this disgusting looking meal, basically what happened was we were out all day running between meetings and errands, and when I got home, I just wanted to eat immediately. So I went for the only foods in my house that I thought were keto safe and quick to make. Little did I realize just how quickly calories added up from these foods. Fat is the most calorie dense macronutrient. It has 9 calories per gram as compared to 4 calories per gram with carbs and protein, meaning that you're getting less food volume for the amount of calories it has. While some studies have reported success with intuitive eating on the keto diet, this was far from what I experienced. I think because I was used to eating just so much more volume of food, I had to consciously monitor my portions and track my macros to make sure I wasn't overshooting my daily targets.
Everybody warned me that this would happen with keto. I would get a brain fog, I would get a headache, I would start to feel very tired. I think that has started to hit me today. I was sitting on the couch with my laptop, and it's like I had become one with the couch, The couch had become one with me and we were not going anywhere. But we have to go places. I'm not doing words so well right now.
Why am I crashing? Why am I so tired? Trust me, I've had these same questions all week long. Assuming that keto's at least playing a role in this, I think I may be experiencing some of the symptoms of the keto flu. This isn't like a stomach flu, it's just a term that they use to describe the way you feel as you transition into the keto diet. When you drop carbs, your body begins flushing out water, and as a result, your water and electrolyte levels decrease. If you don't make a point of compensating for this, you may experience fatigue, headache, nausea, cramps, all things that I have experienced this week.
Weighed myself this morning, which isn't something that I normally do. I'm not one of those people who weighs myself every day, but I was curious since starting this keto diet to see if anything kind of changed within my body. I mean, if nothing more, I should drop water because I dropped carbs. And what was crazy is that I'm down I think it's probably about 2 pounds since last week. I know it's 3 pounds since about 3 weeks ago, and my weight had been pretty stagnant until now.
Okay, what's happening here? How am I losing weight so fast? I'm not gonna jump to conclusions and say this was all keto. I have been much better and much more consistent with hitting my calories and macros this week. I've also been a lot more consistent with food sources. And of course, I've dropped carbs, which should eliminate some initial water weight. One of the less scientific and more practical benefits of keto, in my opinion, is that it inherently eliminates a lot of processed and inflammatory foods. Before starting keto, I'd often try to fit nibbles of other people's food into my macros. So a few chips here, a slice of pizza there, maybe a little bit of ice cream, a little cookie, which there's nothing inherently wrong with any of those things. I believe in flexible dieting, but I'm the type of person who lets a little nibbling turn into a lot of snacking and going over my calories and macros. So having a clear process for deciding, yes, I can eat that, no, maybe I shouldn't eat that, that's been helpful for me and my eating habits.
Your girl is struggling. I am so tired. All of a sudden, it's about that same time again. It's about 3 p.m. in the afternoon. I really need, maybe a coffee, maybe an energy drink. I don't want to eat just yet because we're going out for dinner. This will be my first meal out on keto. Oh my God, I'm struggling. I need something.
And we wouldn't keep it open, but
this is not for viewing. It's for eating.
salad. Two burgers? Salad.
So yeah, day 5 was really tough. I was feeling low energy. I honestly wasn't looking forward to eating out, but eating out ended up being doable. I just had to be really on the ball with scoping out the menu beforehand and guesstimating nutritional info. I ended up ordering Cobb salad with grilled chicken and blue cheese dressing on the side. I picked off the croutons and any vegetables that I didn't really like uncooked mushrooms, ew. When I tasted the blue cheese dressing, it tasted like there may have been some added sugar, which honestly I could have left, but I was so hungry at that point I didn't really care. The reason sugar would be an issue is because it's rapidly converted to glucose in the bloodstream and because it spikes your insulin. I had a small amount of dressing, so the amount of glucose coming from that would be near negligible. As for the insulin though, insulin is a storage hormone, meaning that when insulin is elevated, fat burning stops. Is this really an issue? Will this spike in insulin kick me out of ketosis? In short, a spike in insulin will kick you out of ketosis, but your body is quick to process insulin. So as long as you get back on your keto grind and don't gorge yourself on carbs, you should be fine. To back this up, I found a study where one ballsy guy fasted for nearly a month. Once he fully entered ketosis, he was injected with insulin. While ketosis temporarily stopped, it restarted within about 30 minutes of the insulin spike because he did not provide his body with any substantial amount of carbs after being injected. AKA, he got back on his keto grind, hustling for that muscle, did not gorge himself on carbs.
What feels like 500 of the keto diet, and we are going to get Jeff paninis with gluten and bread and carbs and things that I can't eat. There's the culprit. Look at him. This insensitive fella just staring at the gluten like he don't even care. He doesn't even understand the privilege that he has to eat gluten and carbs right now.
Day 6, hold up. Why am I craving carbs? I thought cravings were supposed to go away with keto. I think this was more of a mental than physiological craving. I'd had a very long day. It was late. I didn't have a lot of food left. Jeff was getting paninis, and I was a little jealous. Okay, I was a little jealous. Nothing more than that. I am confident that with more experience with keto, with more experience meal prepping and learning what to eat, I could find quick go-to craving busting snacks that would help me avoid situations like this. Which brings us to day 7. I don't know what that was. I didn't like that. We're at day 7. Will I continue keto?
No.
I think I could give it another week. I kind of want to give it another week to see how it goes, to see if I adjust better or if I start feeling better. Plus, I'm not gonna lie, I like the challenge. I feel like I'm finally getting the hang of it and I feel kind of badass being keto. So let's say if this video gets over 100,000 views, I will keep going with keto. I will share full day of eating videos, physique updates, because your girl been getting some abs. I think they're kind of peeking through from a girl who does not get abs. I'll release a whole lot more videos on keto if we can make this happen. So here's a few ways that you can help more friends see this video. Share the YouTube link on Facebook. Snap a picture or a screenshot of you watching it and post it to your Instagram story. Hit the thumbs up button and leave me a comment so we can rank higher. Or you could kick it old school and you could just share it with a friend. Like offline, hanging out with people, being sociable. I so appreciate your support with this new experiment, and I honestly can't wait to try more things together. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.